Well, she calls it a tall tale from the hills, and it is inspired by actual events. The book is titled The Best Doctor in Town, and this morning we are joined by author Amelia Townsend. And Amelia, it is great to have you on Daytime.
Thank you, Amy. Thank you.
Well, congratulations. Your second book, you said it was published just really a couple months ago. So all very new. How did it feel when you actually got to hold the copy in your hand?
It's sort of surreal. You know, you work so long to get this ready and get it edited, and it goes through such a process that when you're looking at it, you're thinking it's like that Christmas present that you dreamed of, but it's finally in your hand.
And now sharing it with everybody, and I've been reading some of the reviews, great reviews on this book, so congratulations.
Thank you.
Tell me a little bit about this particular story, because I know you have some background in writing, freelance writing, reporting, and you kind of pulled a lot of this together. A lot of research went into this book too.
Yes, a lot of research with medical professionals, with journalism professionals, with police officers, with cities and governments. And the one thing that we found over and over was that even if someone had done wrong, they wanted you to get it right in the book. So we worked very hard to make sure that everything was accurately portrayed, and that even, I don't want to give away the story, but even that our evil doctors, I'll say that plural, and our evil police officers and our less than honorable reporters were portrayed accurately in the jobs they do.
So you actually took this book from a few different scenarios, kind
Correct.
of a combination of some of the things that you were researching.
Correct.
And tell me a little bit about just the storyline for someone who's not familiar with the book.
Okay. The storyline was inspired by Ram. It's set in Big Stone Gap, Virginia, and the surrounding areas. And we have the most important, wonderful doctor in town. He's saved everyone's lives. He's used Ram to bring in new doctors and new health care for people, and offers free clinics all over the place. And suddenly coming home because she's been disgraced and inflated numbers in a story is a reporter who's now assigned to writing obituaries. And she dreams up all these conspiracy theories. And her first one is that because she's gotten a lot of obituaries of old people, somebody has to be killing them.
And thus the story and the plot begins.
Yes.
And for you, what has this been like, this journey of kind of writing this book and researching these different cases, and I understand even in the Midwest?
Right. We based our doctors, so that we didn't give away any real names, on a composite of several doctors. And the case in the Midwest was a doctor who had killed his patients, and he was practicing without a license, and no one caught him until actually an orderly at a hospital asked him a question and he answered the wrong location.
Wow. And
the orderly said, "There's not a hospital there." And his story started to unravel, and he was actually convicted.
And this actually started, I understand, as a play, which you write several plays
Right.
as well, have written.
Right. All of our plays are written about Southwest Virginia. We want people to learn and celebrate the real, authentic people of our home, and we want to dispel that image that's so negative and so biased. And so we do entertaining plays about Southwest Virginia, and this was our second one.
Wow, sounds like a neat book, and even a CD that has some of the music in it as well.
Right, yeah, the play, we use local musicians to develop music, and this is Dr. Richard Phillips and his musicians. They put together music for the play, and now they've done an entire CD inspired by the book.
Wow. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, Amelia, thanks so much for joining us and telling us a little bit about your story and this story. If you would like to get a copy of this book, there is some of the information. Again, it is titled The Best Doctor in Town.